it's your girl Jay and welcome to Weekly Roundup, where today
wish me a Merry Christmas.
So news that a lot of us have been dreading to hear for the past 2 years has finally become a reality, as on November 25th, it was announced that YG girl group 2NE1 would officially be disbanding. In an official announcement, the company explained, 2NE1's exclusive contract expired in May 2016, and with Minzy leaving 2NE1, we have reached the conclusion after extensive discussion with the remaining members to officially disband. As 2NE1 was YG's official girl group for 7 years, we cannot begin to express how we feel, but we determined that it was too difficult to continue. Rather than waiting an undetermined amount of time for 2NE1's next promotions, we have decided to focus on the members' solo activities. We sincerely thank fans both in Korea and abroad that have loved the group and their music all this time. We'd like to officially announce that after last May, we re-signed with CL and Dara. However, unfortunately, there is no new contract with Park Bom. So honestly speaking, when I first heard the news, although it was sad, like I can't say that I was shocked. I mean, as much as I hoped that YG and 2NE1, could get things together for a comeback even after, Minzy left, looking at the fact that we weren't getting any real concrete info or confirmation about a comeback date, and the fact that it seemed like CL and Zendara were fully immersed in solo activities, there was like a feeling inside me that was just thinking, it's just not realistic. And for me personally, I feel like the sadness of it all is a mixture of 2NE1 disbanding, of course, but also the fact that they're like the second generation girl group to announce disbandment this year. Like a lot of these groups were like babies when I came into the K-pop world, and I remember their debuts vividly, especially 2NE1, because Fire was my ish, and to this day, their first mini album is still one of my favorite K-pop albums ever, and it's like a mini album. And to watch them debut and rise and then close their final chapter is just crazy. And I feel like there's even a stronger sadness just because the way they went out and how they didn't really get to be active as a group for these past 2 years since Bom's scandal. Since the disbandment news broke, CL, Bom, and Dara have all penned letters and statement talking about their time with 2NE1, thanking the fans, and just giving their feelings on this disbandment news. And I'll make sure to post links to those and translations for you guys down below. But like with most situations I talk about here on Weekly Roundup, this thing is not going down without some drama, as many fans have been looking into the situation with a very sharp eye. Specifically, what I have been hearing is like a mixture of rumors and speculations that Bom was kicked out of 2NE1 and that 2NE1 was forced to disband. It's kind of hard to follow, so bear with me, but I would say that the main discrepancy surrounds the summer comeback that 2NE1 was supposed to have in Bom's contract. So if you guys flash back a couple months ago to when Minzy left, you'll remember that in YG's statement, they said that they'd be adding no new members and the 2NE1 members were preparing a new song for the summer. Now, of course, this summer comeback never actually happened, but if you look to CL's statement about the disbandment, there's a part in there that reads, "I hope you all know YG and the members and I really tried to make things work. I left everything behind and was in Korea all summer working on our album, but it fell apart. Tough times." So you can kind of take this as proof that at some point in time they were working towards a comeback during the summer. So if that's the case, what exactly was the state of Bom's contract then? They said that there's no contract for Bom, but in order for her and 2NE1 to be working on things during the summer, she would have had to have at least some sort of contract. So was it a case where at one point she did have a contract but it was nullified? Well, whose idea was it to nullify? Many people have been looking at Bom's statement that she released after the disbandment news, which reading into it doesn't really give the vibe of somebody who, was ready to just call it a day, but more of somebody that really desperately did want to hold on to 2NE1 even right now. Not to mention, people were looking at her likes on Twitter, noticed tweets in particular that she liked around the time disbandment news was announced. One from YG songwriter Lydia Peck that read, "Can't stand when situations are unfair. Some effing human beings, geez. If you say you're gonna do something, do it right. People also noticed that Dara Park unfollowed YG following the news. So because of this, among other things, there are some that are claiming or speculating that bomb was dropped and 2NE1 was kind of forced into disbandment, despite the fact that in YG's official statement and even in CL's statement, it's noted that this was kind of like a group decision. Now things got even crazier when many noticed that the original announcement that YG released regarding 2NE1's disbandment, in addition to the announcement that was released stating that winners Nam Taehyun would be leaving the group and the company, were just randomly deleted off their site. Now I don't want to read too much into this because I highly doubt that they would go through announcing all that just to be like, psych. But I am really curious as to why they would do that and what's going to be next to come out of the company regarding these two situations. But overall, it's just, you know, sad to see a girl group that was so impactful for, I know, a lot of you guys, because a lot of you guys, you know, stan 2NE1, and such a big deal in the K-pop industry and, you know, for K-pop girl groups go after 7 years. But that's just my opinion, and as always, guys, I want to know yours. How did you feel when you heard about the 2NE1 disbandment news? Do you think that there's anything going on that was shady behind the scenes? And what is your favorite 2NE1 song of all time? For me, it would have to be It Hurts, Fire, I'm Busy, If I Were You. I feel like the list goes on. They have so many bops. Let me know down below and see you next time on Weekly Wrap Up. Bye!